Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my luxury and high-end perfume or fragrance collection. Now, this is a video I have done in the past, but we do have some perfumes that have been passed along, perfumes that have been used up, and of course perfumes that have now been added to my collection. So there definitely are some changes to my collection, and I figured I would let you guys know and show you guys my current collection of fragrances since I do get a lot of requests to share these. First brand I want to talk about is actually Atelier Cologne. The two that I own from Atelier Cologne currently are both really fruity fresh. So the first one is their full size. This is the Pomelo Paradis from Atelier Cologne. I've only used the top little bit actually. There's still quite a bit left because Atelier is really good for only needing just a little bit. They're very highly concentrated fragrances, so a little goes a long way. And this one is pomelo and mandarin orange smelling, so it's very fresh and fruity. It just smells exactly like that, you guys. It just smells amazing. It is very summery, so I tend to gravitate towards this one in the summer months versus the winter months, but this one is amazing. And the other one I have from their brand is called Orange Sanguine. This is actually one of their smaller sizes. They do have multiple sizes available in their line, but this is the second one. Now, just like the Pomelo one, this one is also very like fruity fresh smelling. And oh man, I would say right away the top note is like blood orange and like some other oranges in there. Probably mandarin would be second, but it does have like a little bit of an undertone of sandalwood. So it just is a really complex fragrance still, but everything seems to work together really beautifully. Again, this one is another summer fragrance, so I really gravitate towards that for summer months. Okay, the next brand I want to talk about is Replica. Replica is actually a collection of fragrances from a bigger like fragrance house, and that is Maison Margiela, I think, or Margiela. Anyways, that perfume house has created Replica collection, and this is one collection, you guys, that has a number of fragrances that basically tie fragrance to memories. So what they love doing is putting notes together to basically elicit memories or like periods of time, which is really, really cool. So I have two from the Replica collection, and the first one is Beach Walk. This one I've had for some time, you guys, because it is also one that I really, really love. I have repurchased this. This is my second bottle of this one. This one definitely has a top note of a bergamot in it, and I'm trying to think what else I smell. Definitely like coconutty as well. It has a bit of that beachy like saltiness, so definitely a fragrance that reminds me of the beach. This one is called Beach Walk, like I said, so it makes total sense why they're putting those types of notes together to create this fragrance. It is super beautiful, you guys. The next one from Replica collection is Sailing Day, and this is one, you guys, that reminds me also of like an aquatic like day at the beach, going boating on the ocean, things like that. It definitely has like aquatic smells to it. It's very fresh as well, but it has like the aquatic, I think it's called Aquatic Accord. That's kind of like the aquatic smell. And basically this memory is like sailing, it's like a day on the waves, right? Or a day on the water. It's exactly what this is supposed to elicit. And this one is like a gorgeous blue color. So even visually, it's just stunning. Now going along the same vein, the next brand that I have two fragrances from is Tom Ford. Tom Ford is one that creates a lot of unisex fragrances. And to me, if I'm perfectly honest with you, there are a ton of them that don't appeal to me. They're very warm, they're very spicy, they are very like, if you think of like a rich perfume, those are a lot of his signature scents. They're just very powerful. But I have two favorites that kind of go in along the same vein of like fresh, fruity, like gorgeous, everyday smelling perfumes. And this one is my first love. This is also my second bottle of this. This is the Mandarino di Amalfi Aqua. And this one, you guys, okay, if you guys have been familiar with my channel for a while, you know that I went to Italy. I did go to the Amalfi Coast. This is the perfume I took with me. It's very like cliche and kind of cheesy because it has Amalfi in the name, but this like suited the area so well. It now is tied to that memory for me. And okay, definitely mandarin in here, more of the aquatic notes similar to Sailing Day that way. Oh, but so, so nice, you guys. This one also is one that I feel like I don't need a lot to let it sustain on my body for quite some time. This is a great fragrance. Super, super expensive though, because of Tom Ford's name. So I would highly suggest getting a sample from their perfumes. If you're interested in any of them, go in store and get a sample, put it on your skin, walk around, because it definitely changes in chemistry with your skin. But this one has like lemon, citrusy fruits, things like that. Again, as you can tell, this is kind of like my forte and what I really like. So this is a great one. The other Tom Ford one I have is also very reminiscent of like the beach and summer. And this one is the Eau de Soleil Blanc. Now this is one that is like the smaller size of the perfumes. I love the white, like see-through translucent bottle. Okay, right away I pick up coconut, salty, sunscreeny, that kind of smell. Super, super nice, you guys. This one smells very feminine. It has a little bit of a sweetness to it as well. And again, this is one that I'm constantly wearing in the summer. It is so pretty. Now, the next brand I want to talk about is Clean, and this is from Clean Reserve. This is one of my favorites, you guys. I feel like all of these are my favorites, but I'm like totally biased. This Aqua Neroli fragrance is eco-friendly and it has sustainably sourced bergamot and sandalwood. So this is already like something that other perfume companies don't necessarily claim. So this is a really positive claim from this brand. It is gluten-free, it is cruelty-free, it is non-toxic. Like, this is a beautiful line to really consider, especially if those types of things are very important to you. So this is one that is a floral citrus smell. Absolutely gorgeous, you guys. Not super florally that it smells old lady. Do you know what I mean? There's some that are very heavily flowered, but this is one that's balanced so well, you guys. The citrus to me is a bit more powerful than the floral, but it puts it together in such a complex, beautiful way. It's just so gorgeous. Like, even this packaging they say is recyclable and like sustainably sourced. Like, honestly, what can they not do? This is absolutely beautiful. And of course, the second one is one that, okay, whenever I walk around and I smell like fresh laundry, a lot of my friends are like, wow, you smell so fresh. You smell like you just like washed those clothes or whatever. It is a trick. Okay, it's a trick that I have, and now it's going to be exposed. This is the Clean Warm Cotton Eau de Parfum as well. As you can see, I don't know if you can see if the camera's picking it up. The bottle is pretty like translucent, but it's right about here for usage. So we're kind of on the last third of this one, but this is one that I would say is my most everyday friendly fragrance because it's one that's so easy to wear. You can wear it with anything. It literally smells like laundry, like fresh, pressed laundry. Literally everybody says it smells like you just showered, and it's like, it's this perfume. It just smells like fresh laundry, a little bit soapy kind of, but in a good way. It's really like an everyday friendly, gorgeous scent. Now, the next brand I want to talk about is Jo Malone London. You guys know that I rave about this brand, and this is one that is ultra luxury, you guys. We're talking a price point similar, well, not quite as expensive as Tom Ford, but getting up there for sure. And this, you guys, I love so many of these, but I have actually run out of quite a few of them. So I'm going to share the ones I have, and then I'll let you guys know my other favorites in the line. But this is the first one here. This is the Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. This is probably her most popular scent, I would say, next to Nectarine Blossom and Honey. I think those are two that are very, very popular. This one also has that fresh aquatic accord smelling, very salty. It's, again, oh man, what else is in there? I think it's also the sage that's pulling in a little bit. Like, it's that fresh aquatic smell with a little bit of sage saltiness. Like, that little bit of spice is definitely evident on the nose, but I think it's still like very much fresh smelling and just like refreshing, if that makes sense. And the next one is kind of like a floral fresh. This one is the Wild Bluebell scent, and this one is also kind of like her mid-range size. This is the 50 ml, I believe. Let me just double check. Oh, this is the 30 ml. Never mind. So this is one that has a bluebell smell, of course, based on the name. Definitely has that fresh floralness to it, of course, but there's definitely like that white musk undertone. But the Wild Bluebell definitely is the top note. This one is stunning. The other fragrances missing from my collection currently that I've fully used up, and I'm not going to repurchase until I've used up some of these other ones, just so that I don't have too many in my collection at one time, but they're still favorites. And that is the Nectarine Blossom and Honey. I did mention that one already. It has a gorgeous, like, fruity floralness to it because of the nectarine and the honey, and there is that flower bit to it as well. It's so beautiful. It's gotta be, oh man, I think it's gotta be my favorite Jo Malone fragrance of all time is the Nectarine Blossom and Honey. Amongst all my favorites, that is the most favorite, I would say. I also really, really love Blackberry and Bay, and that one is surprising to me because the bay leaf that's in that one, you would think would be a little bit spicy, kind of mixing with the blackberries and the fruitiness, but it's really gorgeous as well. So that's another option. The next brand I want to talk about is Louis Vuitton. I do have two from their brand, and Louis Vuitton is one that's actually doing a really, really good thing that I did want to mention in this video. When you purchase one of their fragrances, again, it's a big luxury house name, so it is pretty expensive, but you can actually go back to the Louis Vuitton store with your empty bottle and they will refill your bottle and charge you less the next time, like for the refill only, instead of the packaging and the refill. So that's really amazing. I haven't seen or heard of another store do this yet. Maybe you guys know of that, so let me know down below if there's any more stores that do that, but I think that's amazing. If I ever run out of these, I'm going to have to remember to bring the jar with me when I go on my next trip. But this first one is the Mille Feux perfume from Louis Vuitton. This one, you guys, is super unique. One of my most unique fragrances, and definitely one I never thought I would like because, as you can tell, I have a very certain profile of fragrance that I like, but this one is very warm and very spicy. Super, super gorgeous. This one smells to me like a bit of raspberry with leather. So that's really, really weird. It's a weird combination. I can totally see that. But the leather reminds me of going into those stores and picking up like a bag or checking out your favorite luxury handbag, because as you guys know, that's another one of my favorite things. So this one is super unique, definitely stands out in my collection. This last Louis Vuitton one is also one that, like I said, it just belongs in my collection because this is like a fresh smell. Yet again, it's very aquatic. It has like the bergamot note that I really love, as well as like the orange note that I love. This is Afternoon Swim, and as you can see, it's a gorgeous royal blue color as well. So, so pretty, you guys. I am obsessed. Like, this is the bottle. Obviously, the bottle is blue, not the liquid this time. But it is so pretty. These are glass bottles as well, so they are recyclable if you do not want to refill them afterwards, but so luxury feeling, very heavy. It has like the magnetic closure with like the lids. This is so, so nice. There were 3 summer fragrances and this one really, really grabbed me. I think they were after like kind of elements of the earth for their summer collection. They had the water, they had a like grassier one, like a green one, and like an herby one, and then they had like a Soleil kind of like yellow one. So this one, so good. I had to get it once I smelt it. It's beautiful. Definitely check this one out if you are into fresh fragrances like myself, especially the aquatic ones. So beautiful. So the only Chanel fragrance that I do have is from the Chance line, which is the Eau de Tendre. This is the kind of pinkier one. They do have a greenier one, a purpley one. So they have a lot of these like circular perfume bottle fragrances from the Chance line. It has kind of like a jasmine kind of smell. We do have a little bit of like, maybe it's like lemony. Lemon jasmine is kind of what I'm picking up. Like a hint of citrus with a little bit of some floralness to it. This one is super gorgeous. This is the only Chanel I have in my collection right now, which is surprising, but it has suited me very well. Okay, now the next perfume house that I have 2 perfumes of is actually Guerlain. Guerlain is one that I feel like is really tied to memories for me as well. Both of these purchases are from trips. The first one is from Las Vegas and the second one is from Montreal. This first one I did get in Vegas, and this is the Guerlain Aqua Allegoria Granita. Oh man, I totally messed that one up. Anyways, this is one, like I said, similar to some of the other ones I just talked about, where it is like a fruity floral kind of mix. Oh, this one smells fizzy. It almost smells like, it's not fizzy, but it smells like that champagne-y kind of fizz to it. Definitely has bergamot as the top note. This is a note that I feel like I'm very gravitated towards just as a perfume like wearer in general. It has a bit of a fruitiness to it, but I can't quite pick it out. It's kind of like tangy. I would say like pear or something like that, but it is really, really beautiful. The honeycomb of the top of these bottles is so nice, and the Aqua Allegoria like line has really expanded. They've done like a mandarin one with like basil in it and stuff. There's just so many beautiful fragrances to check out. This second Guerlain one is the Aqua Allegoria Passiflora. This one smells like passion, kind of like passion fruit a little bit. And what else? Oh my goodness, that's so nice. Okay, passion fruit for sure. Definitely has like that oranginess, which really grabs me towards a lot of these fruity or fresh smells. With like a hint of floral in there. Like it's just so, so nice. This one is another one of those like very celebratory, like champagne, mimosas with your friends. I don't know, it just smells like that to me. Like it's very beautiful, elegant, feminine. Got that like fresh floralness to it. Fruity, of course, like the mandarin. I feel like bergamot and mandarin together, I feel like it's a common theme. Like if that is in a fragrance, I probably will most likely enjoy it. Okay, now the last perfume that is currently in my collection is from Sisley-Paris. This is another one that I got on a trip with my husband. It is from Holt Renfrew, I believe, in Montreal. This is the Sisley-Paris Izia perfume. Gorgeous bottle. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is so beautiful. It has a little bit of an indent right here in the bottle, like so, so pretty. And this one reminds me of summer as well. Oh man, okay, this one for sure has bergamot. Surprise, surprise. I also smell some rose in there, a little bit of like a pepperiness, but super light. Like it's more so rose and bergamot together. Those are the two that I really, really smell. I believe it's still available at Holt right now too. But yeah, Sisley-Paris is also a pretty luxurious brand. So this one was a little bit pricier, but definitely worth it along with the rest of my favorites. What do you guys think of this perfume collection? Do let me know down below your favorite perfume. I do have a few other ones kind of on my radar at the moment, but like I said, I'm trying to be a bit more mindful as to how much perfume I have and just use some of the ones I already have in my collection as well and enjoy them. Until my next video, guys, take care. Thank you so, so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.
You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way.